guys, it's Ryan from Kansas Bass Fishing, and today we're going to do a quick review over the Mojo Bass spinning rod. I've had this rod since about, I think sometime in the spring I got it, and I've used it a lot. I mean, as you can see in the cork here, probably in the shot, that it's dirtier. It looks, originally looks more like in the butt in here where it's a little bit lighter, but this has been a great rod for me. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm going to do a quick review on it because I think I've had enough time with it now to give you a good opinion. The one I have here, I'll try to hold up the specs of the camera, see if you guys can see them. Not sure if it's focusing or not. But anyways, I'll go ahead and read them off to you. It's a 7-1 medium powered rod, fast action. And it can take 6 to 12 pound test line and 3/16 to 5/8 ounce lures. This is the newer Mojo Bass with the SC3 graphite, which is the same graphite found in the Avid series of rods. And it really is a super sensitive rod. I've held both in stores, the new one and the current model and the last generation. And these are significantly lighter and less tip heavy. That was my biggest harp on the last generation, was that they were too tip heavy for me, and that's what kept me from getting them. So when this new generation came out, I was really excited because they seem to have really stepped these rods up. But we'll go through the rod now, starting at the butt end, just give you guys a good look at it. It's a split grip rod. It's got this EVA butt end followed by cork. I suppose the plastics rod, and that's kind of what I use it for. I use it for weightless plastics and drop shots, and it's a little bit on the thicker end for drop shots. They do have a drop shot rod that's a medium light version of this. So if you're getting this rod mostly for drop shots, I recommend the medium light, but honestly I like using it for both. But I know a lot of other people would say that they prefer a little bit thinner rod for drop shots. That's just me. It's got this nice reel seat, not a whole lot to it. Got a little bit of cork on top and bottom, nice foregrip. As you can see, I have a Shimano Sahara 2500 FE. I have a review on that, so I'll put the link in the description so you guys can take a look at that if you're wondering about that reel. I believe that is 20 pound fire line with I think 10 pound leader on there. But that's not too important about the rod right now. But yeah, it's a pretty comfortable rod to fish with. Like I said, it's got that foregrip is plenty for me because I usually have my hand up here on the rod when I'm fishing weightless, just so I can get a better feel for the rod. So it's got plenty of grip for me. Running the rod. As you can see, it's a little bit more stout rod. I have the 7-1 medium heavy casting rod, and honestly, this blank is pretty similar diameter to that rod, but it's not like overbearing. It's not like a huge spinning rod or anything, but I have noticed it's a little more stout than some other spinning rods. Moving up, here is your first guide. Not too big at all, which I really like. I prefer smaller guides even on my spinning rods. And then I'll just keep moving down for you guys just so you can get a little bit more review on this. And the tip guide it's pretty small, honestly. Which again, I like. It helps the sensitivity, helps the casting distance. Just, you know, like I said, I prefer smaller guides on most rods. Not necessarily micro guides like some spinning rods had. That's a little bit too small for me. But I think the smaller the better for the most part. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy this rod. It's a really sensitive rod, has plenty of backbone, which is sometimes what I worry. I think that's why I was encouraged by a little bit thicker rod, because honestly, I have trouble sometimes with spinning rods just because they're so thin. It just feels like they're going to break on it if I reel it in a holler. But this one has plenty of backbone to get fish out of cover or anything else. And it's, like I said, it's plenty sensitive. Has a really nice tip. Like I said, really sensitive, but really drives the hook in. I will say I might like a little bit longer butt end on this, but I guess just for the sake of having your having more rod on the end, it's kind of nice for that. But I would like a little bit longer butt end, just, you know, if I'm putting the rod on my arm, but you know, I'm getting a fish in or what have you. I like to lean the butt end against my forearm I'm using one hand, but that's just me being really, really nitpicky. This is a great rod. But anyways, that's my review of this rod. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to comment. I'm sure I left something out, but I will do my best to get back to you. But if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.